If you were to become the king and faced with lurking rivals challenging for the crown, what course of action would you take? Would you adopt a predatory approach like Dre, or would you opt to invest billions of dollars annually for more than 10 years in order to construct the most formidable fighter the world has ever witnessed? Equipped with unparalleled capabilities, this fighter would unleash unprecedented devastation upon your adversaries. The U.S. Air Force has embarked on a mission of unprecedented devastation against its adversaries. Prepare yourselves, as you are about to receive a comprehensive briefing on a top-secret project. It is common knowledge that the United States allocates a significantly larger portion of its budget to defense compared to any other country in the world. A substantial portion of these funds is dedicated to a singular initiative, the NAD program. The NAD program aims to develop a range of cutting-edge systems, including advanced weaponry, state-of-the-art sensors, electronic warfare suites, battle management capabilities, engines, and most notably, a new unmanned loyal wingman referred to as the Collaborative Combat Aircraft, as well as a new manned fighter known simply as the NAD Fighter. 1. The NAD program has already utilized over $4 billion in funds, with additional expenditures in progress. The Pentagon's proposed budget for the fiscal year 2025 is set at $850 billion, with $815 million allocated specifically for the Air Force's NAD fighter. This marks a significant increase from last year's budget request of $276 million. Once operational, the NAD fighter could potentially become the most costly fighter aircraft in history, surpassing even the current record holder, the F-2 Raptor. It comes as no surprise that the Air Force's total funding request for the NAD program has risen from slightly over $1.9 billion to nearly $2.75 billion year over year. Over the course of the next 5 years, a total of $1 billion will be allocated towards the program, with a minimum of $40 billion being dedicated to the program as a whole. The primary beneficiaries of these substantial financial resources include the NAD fighter, whose impressive capabilities will be demonstrated shortly, and the Collaborative Combat Aircraft known as Loyal Wingmen, whose impressive capabilities will be showcased presently. The unmanned loyal wingmen, also referred to as Collaborative Combat Aircraft or CCAs, leverage cutting-edge disruptive technologies such as autonomy, machine learning, and artificial intelligence to provide support to manned fighters in the execution of their missions. During these missions, the loyal wingman is capable of performing a wide range of tasks, including carrying weapons, flying ahead to gather intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, engaging in electronic warfare, and even directly striking targets. By deploying these collaborative aircraft in significant numbers, the aim is to achieve comprehensive battle space surveillance and enable agile combat employment from various altitudes and angles, thereby ensuring dynamic and flexible mission planning. These advantages are indispensable for the U.S. Air Force and cannot be overlooked. The service intends to allocate more than $6 billion in the next 5 years towards the advancement of CCAs. In 2024, the Air Force plans to initiate a competition to determine the contractor responsible for developing these aircraft. Currently, Andel Boeing, General Atomics, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman are the 4 contractors actively engaged in exploring potential CCA designs. It is anticipated that a selection process will occur later this year, narrowing down the initial 5 contractors to 2 or 3. Numerous additional companies are providing support to the program by developing autonomous technologies, sensors, and other mission systems, as well as command and control capabilities. The ultimate objective is to have a CCA design in full-scale production by 2028. It's quite a reach, but then again, the CCA development may not be starting from scratch. Some programs which share a similar goal with CCAs already exist. DARPA's Air Combat Evolution, Boeing Australia's MQ-28A Ghost Bat project, and the Air Force Research Laboratory's Skyborg program are only some of such programs aimed at developing unmanned teaming capabilities in the skies. The Air Force has shown a strong preference for the Skyborg program, as evidenced by the allocation of $51.7 million in its 2024 budget proposal to integrate Skyborg autonomous flight technology into CCA programs. Progress has been made in the development of these unmanned aircraft, with each CCA expected to cost between $20 to $40 million, comparable to the price of an F-16 Fighting Falcon. These CCAs are not considered expendable drones. The Air Force's goal is to procure a minimum of 1,000 CCAs, in addition to 500 manned fighters for its fleet. As a result, each manned fighter will be paired with a CCA. The fleet will consist of 300 units of the 5th generation F-35 Lightning II and 200 units of the highly capable 6th generation NAD fighter. NAD represents the future of air superiority, designed specifically to achieve dominance in the next generation of aircraft. To accomplish this, a whole host of new technologies must be developed, including new sensors, engines, weapons, and other capabilities. These components will work in unison towards the shared objective of air superiority. The focal point of this initiative is the NAD fighter, which will incorporate the majority of the technologies being advanced in the program. The end result will be a fighter equipped with capabilities straight out of a science fiction film, including advanced stealth. The fighter will further enhance the stealth technology utilized in previous American aircraft, such as the B-2 Spirit, which is currently the most stealthy aircraft in operation. The Engen fighter will possess a triangular shape overall, internally house its payload, and lack vertical stabilizers. This groundbreaking design makes it the first fighter of its kind. Traditionally, vertical stabilizers were essential for maintaining an aircraft's airborne status until the introduction of active flow control in the B-2 Spirit. Active flow control employs onboard computer systems to continuously adjust the airflow around the aircraft, akin to the flight patterns of birds. The United States has learned from decades of experience that there is always room for improvement in aircraft, regardless of their level of advancement. This is particularly crucial as near-peer adversaries continue to draw closer in capabilities. Hence, the NAD fighter will feature an open architecture, allowing for easy and swift integration of new upgrades. Consequently, the fighter will consistently adapt to emerging challenges on the battlefield posed by advancements in opposing militaries. In simple terms, the 6th generation NGAD fighter can be transformed into the 7th generation INAD fighter years after its initial deployment. The Eng fighter is equipped with highly sensitive sensors to gather information quickly and act accordingly. Instead of traditional radars, the Air Force has opted for smart skins integrated into the aircraft's fuselage. This information will be shared with other fleet members, ensuring all friendly aircraft are up to date in real time. This connectivity transforms the Air Force fleet into a tightly interconnected force in the sky, largely due to the capabilities of the new fighter. Enhanced arsenal. The upcoming Eng fighter will be equipped with an extensive array of weapons, surpassing those of its predecessor, the Raptor. Similar to the Raptor, the new fighter will possess missiles, bombs, and potentially a powerful rotary cannon. However, unlike the Raptor, the NAD fighter has the potential to utilize laser-directed energy weapons, which can eliminate threats using high-intensity laser beams. These advanced weapons offer numerous advantages over traditional legacy weapons. Firstly, laser weapons have unlimited ammunition. As long as they remain connected to a power source, they can continue firing indefinitely. Secondly, they can strike targets at an incredible speed of 18,000 mph, equivalent to the speed of light, making them virtually impossible to evade. Lastly, laser weapons operate autonomously, requiring minimal human intervention to carry out their tasks. The Air Force is currently developing multiple laser weapons, with the most promising being the Self-Protect High-Energy Laser Demonstrator, also known as the SHIELD. SHIELD is being developed by a team of Northrop Grumman, Boeing, and Lockheed Martin, three of the most capable defense contractors in the world and the three most likely contenders to build the fleet of 6th-generation and AD fighters, at least until Northrop Grumman dropped out of the running last year. Northrop Grumman is a contender in the U.S. Navy's NGAD equivalent program and is also developing the B-21 Raider, the Air Force's most advanced bomber yet. The company already has a lot on its plate and a size that would the Air Force want the same company producing its most advanced aircraft, considering that Lockheed Martin, which has been building the most superior fighters in history, is available. That's anyone's guess. Currently, Boeing and Lockheed Martin are the two prime contractors contending for the AD fighter contract. How that will go is also anyone's guess, but a competition between the two primes would be the likely decider. The global polity continues to heat up. Wars have broken out and more seem just a few years away. The U.S. is at the center of a number of these as rivals continue to get more daring in response. A new family of air dominance systems are taking shape, and they promise to do what every powerful family does: stick together and destroy their enemies. If that sounds like a plan, give this video a like and subscribe to this channel.